Hey everybody, I'm here with a new video. This video will be a little bit more raw, and I think I will be doing this more and more and sharing some real value. I was actually a little bit hesitant to share my new strategy for Instagram outreach. It is currently booking me 5 meetings per week, only with one Instagram account. So it's still in the testing phase, but this is a real great strategy to book qualified meetings every single month. So let's dive right in. So I started doing this last week. So I did this manually. So I sent 314 messages, DMs on Instagram. I got 31 replies, which is a 10% reply rate more or less. 28 of those were positive replies, almost a 9%. I had 7 calendar shares, so potentially these could still convert into a booked meeting. And I got 5 meetings booked. So if I got the positive replies divided by the 28 positive replies, or 5 divided by 28, then we have almost an 18% booking rate. Or if you pick it like this, 314 messages sent, 5 meetings booked, it will be more or less a 1.6% conversion rate out of the DM sent. And this is very scalable. So if you want to fill your calendar, this is a great strategy. Besides what we are already doing, we already have the laid out plan for LinkedIn that is booking us between 15 and 20 meetings per month. And we also send about 5,000 cold emails. We are a cold outreach marketing agency, so eventually we have to be great in all the cold outreach strategies. Next up in line will be Facebook as well. And we can do on X as well. So we have to become excellent in booking meetings on all social platforms. And today we're going to dive into Instagram. So this is the whole process. First, you can buy aged accounts, Instagram accounts with 1,000+ followers. The same with cold email. For example, if you use your main domain where you use communication with your clients and suppliers, if for some reason it got blacklisted, you can have deliverability issues with your main domain, and best practice says you never send cold emails with your main domain. With Instagram, basically it happens the same. If you have a main account that you use for content and for growing, you never send out DMs from that account, and you use different accounts to send the DMs. I'm always testing a lot, so there's no perfect answer yet. I've used bulk accounts buy. I think it's $25 per aged account without 1,000 followers. Yesterday I bought a bunch from here, so I will test what works better if accounts don't get banned or whatever. But for now, either way, $25 or $3 per account, really affordable. Then you can also buy aged accounts without followers. I bought also 10 accounts without followers at $15. But if you're going to do outreach and you have at least 1,000 followers, your credibility will improve. The first step before doing the outreach, if you don't have an optimized profile or if it doesn't look human, people won't respond to your messages. So there are some guidelines. So this is basically the end result. First, the profile picture. Has to be a close-up, good quality picture. And you can use your profile name in this formula, like name and what you do. This is also for SEO optimization. So instead of only using your name, in my case Diederik Kroese, you can also use a cold outreach expert for email, LinkedIn and Instagram. And then in your bio, you have to stay within the messaging limit, 150 characters, use 3 or 4 lines, and I use this framework. The first line, what you do. Second line, social proof, and the third line, the CTA, the call to action. So it will look like this: scaling marketing agency with 15+ meetings every 90 days, 30+ years mastering cold outreach, guaranteed results. Learn more on our YouTube channel. Then the URLs. Currently, I have 3 URLs mentioning here, although they recommend only use one call to action. Otherwise, people get confused. So most likely I will change it only to our YouTube channel. That way we share valuable content and they are in our ecosystem. So most likely I will update it only to my YouTube channel. In the highlights section, I still have to optimize this in my own profile. But for example, it can be student wins or customer wins about me, some personal stuff. People eventually buy from people. And community where you can share something about your personal life as well. If you are a fitness coach, maybe some tips for working out or free value. And then the content part. It's important to post content. You have to look human. and people interact with other human beings. This will be a long-term strategy, posting content, creating your own YouTube channel, generating a lot of free value like this video. This is like a strategy completely laid out that could easily be sold in a course of 5K. So by sharing this free value, eventually you will build your ecosystem, your YouTube channel, and eventually, if they are not ready to buy at this moment, and if they keep liking your content, there's a high probability that in the future they might be interested in becoming a customer. Important to stay within the messaging allowance. There's always like a ramp-up period, but send 50 messages per week per account, and it's recommendable to send 10 messages the first week, or even 20. The next week you can ramp up with 10 messages. The next week you do the same till you get to the point of 50 DMs per account per day. Otherwise you will get banned, sometimes or temporarily suspended, and you cannot always recover your suspended accounts. As a matter of fact, I started now with 4 accounts. Currently 2 are in the process of being recovered, but especially if your account isn't optimized yet, and if you go over your messaging allowance, or if you use a scraping tool on the side on that same account. Those were some beginner mistakes for me in the beginning, and that can get your account suspended. Normally you can get your account back, but don't go over those max messages or scrape on the side from the same account. Use burner accounts for that, otherwise your account can get suspended. So the first step is here, basically you go to any influencer on social media, and you use a scraping tool like Instant Data Scraper. You can click on the followers, and you can use a tool like Instant Data Scraper. It automatically detects the followers they have. You can do the infinite scroll, because basically this simulates that when the page is up, it will continue to scrape. And I normally use like a minimum delay, and you can even increase this, and then you just click on start scrolling. This will generate a CSV, but you can see what kind of data it recapitulates here. So this is the profile and their username and their full name. So this is the data that it scrapes, and based on that, normally I had a VA going through the whole list, opening one by one, and I just added a new column, whether it's an ICP match, yes or no. And on Upwork or Fiverr, you can find people who can do filter these data for $3, $4, $5 an hour. And they basically filter through the process of who is an ICP match, yes or no. In a further stage, when you make good profitability, you can hire a VA. If you are still in the beginning phase, you can do it yourself. You will have to invest more of your own time, but at least you control your costs until you have a proof of concept. So this is basically the process of how to scrape the followers, and based on that, you can start doing your outreach. So basically what you can do, you can select 50 Instagram profiles that match your ICP, and then you can convert them. I just use like a simple process. So if you have 10 rows with usernames, I just go to ChatGPT instead of doing it manually, and I will say, okay, let's say I have username 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I will say, okay, separate the following list by comma, and then basically it will generate a list 1, 2, 3, 4. You copy this, and this will be needed in the next steps when we configure the bot. Proxies, really important, especially if you are going to send more messages via different Instagram accounts, especially if you're sending 500 plus messages from the same IP. Your IP can be banned. So basically the ideal situation is that you work from islands, if that makes sense. If one account from one IP on a different island gets banned, it won't affect the other accounts, because basically they're working from a different IP, and that way they cannot be related to the other accounts. I just used this one yesterday. They use mobile proxies. From what I understood, mobile proxies are the best way to go. I currently share one mobile proxies with 5 accounts. It's about $25, the starter package. So that will be $5 per account. Comparing to all other outreach strategies we are doing, for example, we also do cold email, it can become very costly in a short period of time. There you need, for example, for each client we use 40 email accounts times 3, that is already 120 euros per month. Then you have to buy the leads, you have to need the sending software, so there's a lot of hard cost involved. This whole outreach strategy will cost you $50 per account, probably a lot less, so depending also on the different options you use. So I also use a multi-browser. This basically in Cognition you can configure it with proxies, and that way you can have different browsers at the same time doing the outreach. Because, for example, if you have one Chrome browser, you cannot log into different Instagram accounts at the same time. And with this browser, in Cognition, you can have 10 browsers for free, and you can configure like basically 10 Instagram accounts, all with their different proxies that you bought in the previous step, and then you can do the outreach. Then we go to the bots. I'm currently testing different options. This is the cheapest option, basically. I think I bought the annual subscription for $90 a year, really affordable. So basically, let me open a bot at the moment. So basically, this is the bot. It's currently sending messages at the moment. So I will go to the settings. So here you have message 1 and message 2. So you just, if you are testing different angles, you just click on add list, and then you go to the edit button, and then you can say, hey, username, and then your text. I will go to the messaging sequence after that. You will add that. If you want to configure a new bot, you just click on a new bot. For example, this will be bot 9. Then I click on DM by bulk. I do custom users. There I copy the list from ChatGPT with separated by the comma. Then I select the message 1, 2, 3, and normally I set it even a little bit slower to, if I set, for example, 10 messages, at least 6 minutes, that means that I'm sending max 10 messages per hour. The rest I can leave like the same. I click on save, and the last step will be, once I clicked on save, you click on this connect icon, and then you will see basically what you're seeing at this moment, that my bot is running. It has sent 36 messages out of 50, and the next will be sent on 9:06. I will close this window for a moment. So that is basically how the whole bot works. I'm currently testing with other sending options. I'm always testing. So for now I say, okay, this is the bot I'm using. I'm looking into different options. This one has mobile proxies I can use as well. The disadvantages, or the big advantage, is it runs on cloud system instead of desktop, so it's more flexible. It has mobile proxies integrated by default, but it's more expensive, about $100 per account. Then this one has unlimited messages. You can also be more flexible with the follow-up messages. The other ones don't have follow-up messages, or at least the one I'm using at the moment doesn't have it. And this is basically the conversation flow. So I'm testing with different options at the moment. I will get you 15 appointments with your perfect ideal clients and promise to close a high ticket one in 90 days. I recommend also going through the different video I shared about how to create a world-class offer. Because, for example, if you are selling a bottle of water and there's a lot of sellers and competition in the market, and it's like normal weather, you're not selling it in the desert, because in the desert everybody wants water, but you always have to make sure you stand out and that your bottle of water converts in being a bottle of water with some unique characteristics. All of a sudden you move from commoditized to a unique product. And that way you can really raise their interest. If you don't have any tangible results you can deliver for your clients with a tangible outcome in a time frame, and also with a guarantee, if it doesn't work, we will work for free, then it will be really hard. The whole system works, but if you have a lousy offer, for example, I can design you a logo, people don't see how that will affect their wallet, so they won't raise their hand to show interest. So this is a really important part. Everything works, but if you don't have a clear, tangible outcome that they really desire to a specific target ideal customer profile, you won't get results. So I'm using different options here. I might be able to link you up with some people who could be interested in your service. Do you still accept new clients? And how much do you charge? Or how's it going? Just curious, how long have you been in the agency space? You can play around with this. Don't copy and paste. be creative for your own agency. It has to be relevant for you. So then I basically explained, so we have a semi-automated system that we build out for you that has precision targeting and gets you 15 appointments with 15 ideal high-ticket clients that are completely perfect for your service. Our guarantee is you sign one high-ticket client in 90 days, but we always overshoot that. Would you maybe be open to chatting? Or if they still reply, yeah, sure, let me know, or sure, I'm interested. That's great to hear. So essentially, we help your business add extra MRR each month by implementing a collection of proven systems for appointment setting. In our case, we do Instagram, LinkedIn, and cold email. We guarantee at least 15 meetings and one client conversion each 90 days, or we continue for free. We can also teach you the systems done with you for a one-time fee, so you can run everything yourself. And we do this for 16 plus agencies at the moment with amazing results. Would you be up for a quick 15-minute call this week to see if we can help? And if they say, okay, perfect, then I basically copy this. Awesome, here's the link. So this is the whole process that generated us 5 meetings in the first week with these amazing stats. And we are currently scaling up with more Instagram accounts. And besides that, of course, we are still booking meetings with LinkedIn, with cold email. And we are always testing new strategies and bring it here to the YouTube channel. Watch my other videos as well. Subscribe to the channel if you find value. We definitely will unfold different strategies as well, where we book a lot of meetings. One of the key points to grow your agency is getting sufficient sales meetings, because if you have a great product, but if you have nobody to sell it to, then you still don't grow your agency. And of course, there are other areas of your agency as well to scale them. I'm mainly focusing at this moment at getting at least 40 qualified meetings for our own agency per month. I also want to get amazing client results with at least 10 plus qualified meetings per month for our clients. We're working on optimizing the whole process, and we're working on our content game by using or sharing those kind of videos, and that way we get people in our ecosystem as well. So if they are not ready to buy at this moment, they can buy in the future and at least see our videos and stay connected with us. So this is our whole process. Hope you found it valuable. Take a look at our channel, subscribe, and check out our other videos for more value as well.